Listen carefully, because what I'm about to say might sting. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to hand you the life you dream about. The world doesn't owe you success, happiness, or peace of mind, and if you sit there waiting for someone to come and push you toward greatness, you're going to wait forever. I want you to look at yourself for a moment. Truly look. Look at your life right now, your bank account, your health, your relationships, your career. Everything you see is a result of the choices you've made up until this exact moment. That may hurt, but it should also wake you up. Because if your choices created this life, then new choices can create a completely different one. That is the truth most people run from. You can have anything you want. The problem is not that the dream is too big. The problem is that most people are too small for their dream. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. Life is hard, it's unfair, it's brutal, but guess what? So what? You either rise above it or you let it bury you. And every single day, life is asking you, do you want to stay the same, or do you want to fight for the life you deserve? Most people let pain destroy them. They get hurt once, they fail once, they get rejected once, and then they decide that's who they are. They decide the world is unfair, so why even try? But you're not most people. If you want to achieve anything, you must take every ounce of pain you've ever felt and forge it into the sharpest weapon you have. Pain can make you unstoppable if you refuse to let it break you. You've been through heartbreak. You've been broke. You've been lied to, cheated on, underestimated, humiliated. You've sat there at night wondering if you're even good enough. But here's the truth. All of that was training. Every betrayal, every tear, every moment you thought you wouldn't make it, that was the universe preparing you for what's coming next. You can either sit there and complain, or you can say, fine, this is who I am now. Stronger, smarter, harder to kill. Every legend you admire went through hell before they became who they are. Not one of them was handed greatness. They bled for it. They sacrificed for it. And you will too, if you're serious. People love to say they aren't motivated. I'll start working out when I feel motivated. I'll build my business when I feel inspired. That is the biggest lie you could tell yourself. Motivation is a joke. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. They come and go. If you wait until you feel ready, you'll waste your entire life waiting. You need discipline. Discipline means you get up and do what has to be done even when you don't feel like it. You train when you're tired. You work when you'd rather sleep. You make the call when you'd rather hide. That is the difference between the people who win and the people who lose. Winners do it regardless of how they feel. Losers let their emotions control their actions. Every day, you are in a war with yourself. The weaker you wants comfort. The stronger you wants greatness. Every decision is a vote. Who are you going to vote for today? Life is going to hurt you. That's not a possibility, that's a guarantee. You will be betrayed, you will fail, you will lose, and you will get knocked down. Most people take that pain and let it poison them. They use it as an excuse to quit. They let heartbreak convince them love isn't worth it. They let one failure convince them they'll never win. They let one rejection convince them they're not good enough. But pain was never meant to break you, it was meant to build you. The difference between those who stay stuck and those who rise is simple. What they do with the pain. You can either let pain define you, or you can let pain refine you. When life knocks you down, you can choose to stay on the ground, or you can decide to get back up and swing harder. Pain is a teacher, and it teaches lessons comfort never will. It shows you where you are weak, where you are unprepared, where you need to grow. Instead of running from it, embrace it. Every sleepless night, every lonely morning, every moment you feel like giving up, that's the fuel. Let it burn inside you until there's nothing left but fire and hunger. When you start using pain as your weapon, you stop fearing it. You stop fearing failure, rejection, or criticism because you know all of it will only make you stronger. Think about the strongest people you know. They didn't get there by living easy lives. They were forged through hardship. They were sharpened through suffering. Your pain is not your punishment, it's your preparation. Every scar you have is proof that you survived something that tried to destroy you. Wear them proudly, because one day you will look back and thank the pain for making you unstoppable. Motivation is a liar. It shows up when things are easy, when you're feeling good, when the weather is perfect, and then it disappears the moment things get hard. That's why so many people never achieve their goals. They rely on motivation to carry them, and when it vanishes, they stop. If you want to achieve anything in life, you need something far stronger than motivation. You need discipline. Discipline is what gets you up at 5 a.m. when every fiber of your body screams to stay in bed. Discipline is what makes you hit the gym when you're tired, work on your craft when you're uninspired, stay focused when distractions are everywhere. It doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't care if you're comfortable. Discipline demands that you do what you said you would do, no matter what. The world is full of motivated people who never got anywhere because they only worked when it felt good. Discipline is rare, and that's why winners stand out. Winners don't wait to feel like working, they work until the work is done. They don't wait for the perfect moment, they create it. They don't rely on moods, they rely on habits. Discipline is freedom. When you are disciplined, you control your life instead of letting your emotions control you. You eat right because you said you would. You train hard because it's who you are. You grind every single day because your future deserves it. And slowly you build a reputation with yourself that you can trust your own word. That's when confidence shows up. That's when you start becoming dangerous. Because when you are disciplined, nothing can stop you, not laziness, not fear, not doubt. Motivation might get you started, but discipline will finish the race, and it will carry you across the line even when you're exhausted, bleeding, and ready to give up. Everything you want in life comes with a price tag, and the payment is always due up front. You want success. You have to sacrifice comfort. You want freedom. You have to sacrifice distraction. You want respect. You have to sacrifice being liked by everyone. Most people fail not because their dreams are too big, but because their sacrifices are too small. They want the result but refuse to pay the price. They want the mansion but won't grind for the money. They want the physique but won't suffer through the workouts. They want the perfect life while wasting hours scrolling on their phone. You cannot have it both ways. Every decision you make today is a trade. You are either trading your future for pleasure now, or you are trading pleasure now for a better future. If you're serious about building a life most people only dream of, you have to do what most people won't. Stay in when they go out, study when they party, work when they sleep, train when they rest, and yes, it will feel lonely sometimes, it will hurt. People will mock you, they will say you've changed, and they're right, you are changing. You are evolving into someone who refuses to settle for average. That pain you feel when you sacrifice, that's the price of freedom. Because one day, all the hours you invested, all the fun you skipped, all the nights you stayed up working, they will turn into opportunities, wealth, strength, and choices. You won't have to say yes to everything just to survive, because you built something that allows you to live on your terms. Sacrifice is temporary, but regret is forever. You can either suffer now and enjoy later, or enjoy now and suffer later. The choice is yours, but the clock is ticking. Growth never happens in comfort. You cannot become who you are meant to be by staying safe. Playing it safe might protect you from failure, but it also protects you from greatness. The truth is simple. Everything you want is on the other side of risk. You will never know how far you can go until you step into the unknown, but most people are terrified of risk. They want guarantees before they act. They want to see the finish line before they take the first step. Life doesn't work like that. You have to jump first. You have to trust yourself first. You have to bet on yourself before anyone else will. And yes, you will fail. You will lose money, time, energy, and sometimes even people you love. But you will also gain something priceless: wisdom, courage, and experience. Every time you take a risk, you level up. You become sharper, braver, more capable. Failure stops being scary because you know it's just feedback. Playing it safe is the most dangerous thing you can do because it guarantees a small life. If you refuse to risk, you refuse to grow. You will stay stuck in the same place, surrounded by the same people, living the same problems, wondering why nothing ever changes. Take the risk, start the business, move to the new city, speak up when it matters, approach the opportunity that scares you. You cannot get to the next level while holding on to the safety of this one. Every big success story you've ever heard started with someone risking everything: their money, their reputation, their comfort for a dream no one else could see. The world belongs to those willing to bet on themselves. So stop waiting for certainty and start creating it. Growth requires risk, and risk requires courage. The question is, will you be brave enough to find out who you could become? If you want to achieve anything worthwhile, you must transform yourself into a machine, a relentless force that doesn't stop, doesn't quit, and doesn't break under pressure. Too many people operate on feelings. They say, I don't feel like working today. I don't feel like pushing myself. That's why they stay average. Machines don't care about feelings, they care about output. And if you want to live a life beyond average, you must harden your mind, sharpen your body, and condition your soul until you become unstoppable. It starts with your habits. Every single day, you wake up and either reinforce weakness or reinforce strength. You either train your body or you let it decay. You either build your mind or you let it rot. You either focus on your goals or you waste your time on distractions. Machines are built piece by piece, bolt by bolt, and so are humans. Every choice you make is a part of your construction. When you choose discipline over laziness, you add steel to your frame. When you choose persistence over quitting, you upgrade your engine. When you choose focus over distraction, you strengthen your core. Eventually, you become a version of yourself that is unrecognizable compared to the weak one who started. But understand this. Building yourself into a machine isn't about being cold or robotic. It's about being unshakable. When challenges come, you don't break. When people doubt you, you don't flinch. When life throws storms at you, you keep moving forward, no matter how hard the wind blows. You don't need to be the smartest, the richest, or the most talented. You need to be the most consistent. That's what makes a machine powerful: consistency, reliability, durability. Build yourself until people can rely on your word like steel. Build yourself until you can trust yourself to never quit. Build yourself until you can walk into any room, face any challenge, and know deep down that nothing can stop you. That's the kind of person who achieves the impossible. That's the kind of person who takes any dream and makes it reality. And that's exactly who you must become. You now know the truth. You can achieve anything you want. There is no secret formula, no magic pill, no special person who will show up and hand you the life you dream about. It has always been in your hands. Your pain was not meant to crush you. It was meant to sharpen you. Your lack of motivation was a test to see if you would stay disciplined. Your sacrifices were the seeds that will one day grow into freedom. Every risk you take is proof that you are alive, proof that you are willing to go where others are too scared to go. And every decision you make is either building you into a machine or keeping you soft and weak. So now you have a choice. You can walk away from this message and go back to your comfort zone, scrolling your life away, letting your dreams die inside of you. Or you can decide right now that you are done being average. That you are done letting fear, laziness, and excuses control you. Decide that no matter how hard it gets, no matter who doubts you, no matter how long it takes, you will keep moving forward. Because one day, you will look back and thank yourself for starting today. You will thank yourself for not quitting. You will thank yourself for choosing pain, discipline, sacrifice, risk, and self-mastery over an easy life. And in that moment, you will realize that you didn't just achieve your dream, you became the person who deserved it. This is your time. This is your moment. Get up, get focused, get disciplined, and go take everything you've ever wanted.